chanting for him, I will lose my goddamn mind. Okay. Let's stop that shit. This motherfucker, no, I'm kidding. This motherfucker is stealing my fucking thunder. But you know what? It's okay, because I love him, and I love that jacket.
It's going to go for one fall. It is Wrestling Laboratories.
Three-way tuxedo match. I want to have a tuxedo match. That'd be fun. Here we go. The Nucleus Championship on the line tonight. And I heard through the grapevine that Mr. Grimm is going to be debuting some new hardware as we're about to see him come through that curtain in just a moment. Well, there he is, still in possession of that Nucleus Championship.
Absolutely, and he's been unstoppable. At the Legacy show, just absolutely annihilating, body bagging opponent after opponent after... Don't look at me, I didn't do anything.
Oh, he was definitely looking at you. Well, as I said, Mr. Grimm says he's got a big surprise. He's going to make that championship shine like never before. I don't know what that means exactly, but perhaps we'll find out here tonight. That is the Nucleus Championship, that aggro crag of a trophy sitting inside the squared circle alongside a briefcase. And that is not a Halliburton briefcase filled with dollar bills. That is containing a body bag, Brendan.
Which I believe he's already written the name of who needs to go in that, one being Wheeler Yuta.
Okay. Not Mark Adam Haggerty or Brendan McMillan.
No, I think we're safe for right now.
For right now, yes. And fans obviously love Mr. Grimm tossing in those colorful streamers.
I don't think Grimm cares.
I don't think he does either. He walked right past it and threw it to the outside, right into the waiting hands of Hoke. And now I realize that the hat people have been stealing has been off of the head of Hoke all night. And here comes the challenger, Wheeler Yuta. As we said, making a big name for himself with Evolve, with MLW, all over the place from coast to coast and around the world. Wheeler Yuta, an unbelievable talent. And
not intimidated by anybody.
Not a cyborg, I don't believe.
Not intimidated by Mr. Grimm at all. Messing with referee Steve's hair. What's Cabral doing?
Introducing.
He's announcing the match.
Look, he got right in Grimm's face. I didn't want to see him get body bagged.
What's the title?
Wheeler Yuta.
As I said, everyone in the Wrestlers Lab wants that title, including Brandon Cabral.
And the defender, from where X marks the spot, weighing in at 70 body bags, he is the first ever Wrestlers Lab Nucleus Champion, the man who will body bag your mother in front of you and laugh about it, the Hitman for hire, Mr. Grimm!
Mr. Grimm, beloved by the fans, but I have to imagine split is the audience. Right down the middle, half for Grimm, half for Wheeler Yuta. And remember, if Wheeler Yuta walks out of here with that... Wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, prior to this match, I spoke with the management for Wrestlers Laboratory, and they informed me this match is no longer for the Nucleus Championship.
What?
I think this might...
What? Why isn't it for the championship anymore?
Well, Brendan...
I'm just a messenger.
Careful, Cabral.
The winner of this match will become the first ever Wrestlers Laboratory Champion.
Wow.
The Wrestlers Laboratory Champion, and we see Julio, the security guard, handing something to
Wait a
Brandon.
minute, let's see.
This might be the hardware I was describing earlier. And now check this out, Brandon and referee... Oh! Now that is a beautiful belt.
Look at that championship title.
Defend their title right here in Ridgeville Park, New Jersey on July 8th at Wrestlers Laboratory's first solo show. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
We're coming back and having our own first solo show.
Yeah, we are.
That's you right there, Grim.
And one of these men will be the Wrestlers Laboratory Heavyweight Champion. Oh my God. Unbelievable happening here. I guess that means that Mr. Grimm gets to keep that trophy of his forever.
I don't know. I mean, they took it away and replaced it with the championship title right now, and Grimm didn't look happy about it.
You know, if I was Mr. Grimm, I would be looking for that. That's a nice piece of hardware. And it looks like they're going to be bringing the championship right over here by us. Absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful championship. And the match is underway with Wheeler Yuta and Mr. Grimm. Wheeler Yuta taking the advantage over Mr. Grimm right now with a side headlock. Wheeler Yuta definitely has been proving his stripes. He was out that Legacy Wrestling and Wrestlers Laboratory Championship match, number one contendership match, excuse me, in Pennsylvania, and he earned this opportunity against Mr. Grimm. He's not taking it lightly, though, trying to ground Grimm, make sure that this man can't get over anything that he needs to do. Controlling the body, controlling his head, controlling his arm, trying to make sure that Grimm can't get the power advantage over Wheeler Yuta.
Lay him back. Give it up. Ask him. Give it up. Ask him.
Then, oh!
Give it up. Ask him.
Tweaking that left arm. Wonder if he'll be able to hold. Another one. Wonder if he'll be able to hold Yuta for his patented spinning tombstone pile driver.
You know, I'm sorry about that, Brendan. I had to get a up-close and personal look at that championship belt. It is beautiful. It is a work of art. But I am back here in the booth. What have we got going on? Looks like Wheeler Yuta's got Grimm right where he wants him.
Absolutely. Wheeler Yuta has been really working on that left arm. I don't even know what damage could have been done in the short amount of time that he was working on, but Grimm seems to really be favoring it. Grimm really favoring that left arm. Wheeler Yuta trying to continue the damage on it. They lock up. Grimm not letting Yuta get any more advantage on that arm for the time being. He wants to make sure that he keeps his record alive and keeps body bagging opponents and then gets that beautiful new championship title.
You know, I feel like I've been singing the praises of Wheeler Yuta this whole time, talking about all the different promotions that he has seen at all over the country, but take nothing away from our Wrestlers Laboratory Nucleus Champion. I know for a fact that Mr. Grimm is coming to us in New Jersey tonight from Kentucky, where he wrestled Brian Pillman Jr. last night. This guy, as I said, all over the country, making towns, turning frowns upside down all around is Mr. Grimm. And turning upside down right there was Wheeler Yuta.
That was a beautiful escape, turning the advantage to himself, trying to make sure that he walks out of here with that championship title.
And Yuta landing on his feet. I don't think Grimm realizes it yet. Off the corner, over top goes Yuta. I have to say, either one of these men would make me proud to be part of the Wrestlers Laboratory team, I have to tell you.
Absolutely. Yuta with that springboard arm drag, still working that arm, trying to make sure that Grimm doesn't have the power game to manhandle him. Basement dropkick by Yuta and goes right to the cover.
Wheeler Yuta, for those that don't know, actually started his career at the Chikara Wrestle Factory in Philadelphia, training alongside Mike Quackenbush and the entire team over there, and really expanding beyond the Northeast at this point, as we said. Only to return here to New Jersey here tonight to challenge to become the first ever Wrestlers Laboratory Champion. You can hear that next door. Mr. Grimm with a front palm strike to the chest, followed by a knife edge chop by Yuta. These two guys are going to go chop for chop, it seems. And a side
Faked him out.
That's how you got to do it. It is a chess game inside that ring. It's not always the brute strength. It's not always the power that is going to win the match. It's that ingenuity or engineering, as Brandon Cabral would say. Over top and blocks it does Yuta, heading up to the top rope with Mr. Grimm's back turned. Oh no! Look at that power to not only catch him,
And then hold him and walk around.
and what are we going to get here? A fall-away slam!
And he stays on his
On
feet.
his feet, Brendan! On his feet!
That left arm was giving him problems before. It isn't anymore.
To toss a grown man over your shoulders from a standing position. My God.
Impressive. Nothing but impressive on that maneuver.
And referee Steve making sure that Yuta's okay. A 2 count, nearly 3. This is our main event here at Catalyst Wrestlers Laboratory. Been doing the thing since 2016 and continuing to do it into 2018. Our champion, Mr. Grimm, looking great, but Wheeler Yuta wants that title belt, Brendan.
Absolutely. One of these men are going to be walking into the first ever full show by Wrestlers Laboratory. We're not just going to be partnering up with our great friends like Battle Club Pro and others. We're actually going to be having our very first show on July 8th, and one of these men want to go in there as the heavyweight champion.
That's right, and shout out to all the promotions that we have worked with before. Everyone from Battle Club Pro to Tier 1, Legacy to Live Prob, everyone that has had us before. But hey, we're going out on our own. We're empty nest syndrome to our parent promotions before. We're going out and doing our thing. I think Wrestlers Lab is going to college.
Only one way to learn to fly, you got to jump out of that nest.
And it looks like Mr. Grimm is trying to teach Wheeler Yuta a lesson right now, but Wheeler Yuta proving that he knows just as much as Grimm knows, if not more, heading off. Oh my, knocking him to the ground with so much ease, does Wheeler Yuta.
He's got the advantage. He's got to stay on him, though. He's not the champion by fluke. He's proven time and time again why he has that Nucleus Championship.
Grimm now. He's got the hands locked around front, going for that belly-to-back suplex from a deadlift position. And Wheeler Yuta continuing to fire away. Those elbows right to the side of the cranium of Grimm.
Forearm shot to the back of the neck. And Grimm slingshotting his neck on the top rope. Grimm not slowing down, staying on the advantage with a belly-to-back suplex.
Mr. Grimm, a complete hybrid athlete.
Low bicycle kick.
You see those strikes, you see the high flying, you see the power. Mr. Grimm can do it all in that ring. Well, I say he can do it all, but it does not seem like he can put away Wheeler Yuta tonight. And once again, this is our main event tonight. Special thanks to our friends at Battle Club Pro. Welcome to War going down tonight in this very same building. It's going to be a happening. And the pace of the night set right here by the absolutely phenomenal stars of Wrestlers Laboratory, led by the Hitman for Hire, Mr. Grimm. From X marks the spot, they said. That's where he's from.
Absolutely, Yuta trying to fire himself back up.
I don't know if I have that in my notes.
Beautiful chop. Yuta's trying to take it to Grimm. Make sure that he can walk away the victor tonight.
Well, you know, this is a dire situation for Yuta. Mr. Grimm realizes that even if he loses that championship tonight, odds are he's going to pounce! He hit him with the pounce!
And both competitors, are down right now. Referee Steve checking on him.
As I said, Mr. Grimm realizes how close he is to victory right here. Wheeler Yuta, 1, 2, no! You know, I was about to say, Brendan, Mr. Grimm realizes that no matter what happens here tonight, as the former first ever and longest reigning champion of Wrestlers Laboratory, odds are he will be on our next show. He might even get a rematch. Wheeler Yuta, it is do or die tonight. If he doesn't win this match, there's no telling he'll be back at Wrestlers Laboratory. And Mr. Grimm
trying to fire himself up.
Tuning up whatever his band is over in the corner. Wheeler Yuta with an elbow.
He's got to capitalize, though. Yuta has to make sure that he stays on Grimm.
He seems to be snaking around underneath, using the ropes to his advantage. The smaller statured Yuta, high flying. And a nice kick up right there. Aerial arsenal on display, and it looks like we're going to get a suicide dive right into the second row.
But you got to get on top of him, Yuta. You can't win the match out there. You got to bring him in the ring.
You're not going to win this match in the middle of the chairs. You are 100% right about that, Brendan. Those people want you to win, but they can't help you win. Wheeler Yuta up to the top rope again. Do we have a new champion? Yes! Crossbody!
Here it goes!
1, 2, no! I thought that was it. I thought that was it. As a reminder, Mr. Grimm has been your Nucleus Champion since August of 2017. An unbelievable streak of dominance on display by the Hitman for Hire, but Wheeler Yuta having him in perhaps the worst position he's been in the past 6 months.
Absolutely, this is one of his hardest matches as a champion that he's had to date.
And you see that basement drop kick right there to the left leg, and he's gonna work right on it. Dragon screw! Oh, wow. Dragon screw, and it looks like he might have turned Mr. Grimm inside out on that one. Going for the submission maneuver right here. Oh, Mr. Grimm doesn't want to lose this. He definitely doesn't want to lose this by submission.
Yuta locking in, holding it in tight, trying to make sure that Mr. Grimm can tap out.
Mr. Grimm wants to head back home with that beautiful brand new championship. Wheeler Yuta would love to go down to MLW in just a few days and show off that championship title. Both of these men with a lot to Enziguri by Mr. Grimm, and Wheeler Yuta knocked off his vertical base, Brendan. That might be it.
That was the opening Mr. Grimm was looking for.
Up on his shoulders.
Oh, rolling driver.
And he's
calling
signaling for it. If this is what I think it's going to be, it is going to be that twisting, that debilitating tombstone. Wait, what is this?
Oh! Basement clothesline.
1, 2. I mean, fair's fair, but I do not know why he went with that lariat right there, clearly signaling for the end of the matchup. That might have cost Mr. Grimm.
He was taken out of his game. Yuta's taken it to him harder than anybody else has. He's worked on every body part. It's very, very, it's a different game.
And I understand working over the body parts, but he had Wheeler Yuta where he wanted him, where he needed him to be. And you see the look on the face of Mr. Grimm.
Let's go, off the hair, let's go.
It's aggression, it's apprehension.
Yuta not backing down now.
And it's confidence from the size of that fist right to the face of Yuta.
And Yuta responds in kind.
One of these men will be your Wrestlers Lab champion, the first ever Wrestlers Lab champion, as Wheeler Yuta beckoning Grimm. Grimm sending one back. Yuta with a slap across the chest.
Neither one of these men backing down. They know what it means. They know what it means to be etched into Wrestlers Laboratory history by being the first ever Wrestlers Lab champion.
And no matter what happens here tonight, both of these men.
Bicycle kick. Basement drop kick. These men are right back and forth, right on top of each other.
Submission hold, and this time Mr. Grimm has nowhere to go. Last time he was able to fight out of it, just a stone's throw from the ropes. Mr. Grimm.
He's right in the middle of the ring. Is Yuta going to get him to submit?
He's not going to reach those ropes, and I don't know if he can reach Yuta at this point. Referee Steve might go for the pin.
He's reaching for the ropes. He's reaching for referee Steve. He's reaching for anything that'll help him get out of this submission hold.
Referee Steve feeling for the shoulders right there. Yuta, within moments, within seconds, within nanoseconds of becoming the first ever champion.
And you can hear the crowd just chanting, no, no, no. They want Grimm to be their champion.
Well, Grimm has been their champion, as we said, for 6 months, and they want to see that title reign continue. Although, once again, should Wheeler Yuta become the Wrestlers Laboratory champion tonight, I'm positive he will represent this promotion with every bit the grace that Mr. Grimm has.
Oh, absolutely. Both of these men are, oh my goodness.
Grimm dragging Yuta into the corner right there, face first into the middle turnbuckle, but Yuta back onto the apron right now. Not in a great position, but just within reach of the top rope. I'm not so sure Mr. Grimm sees where Yuta is. Another kick. Yuta now heading up to the top rope once again. We've seen Grimm catch him from up here. We've seen Grimm.
Yuta has that slight advantage on Grimm right now. He's got him all wobbly-legged.
As I said, look at Grimm. Grimm is not doing well right now. He leaped to the top rope. Did he?
Oh my goodness!
He leaped to the top rope and threw another human being across the ring, Brendan.
A man that size should not move that fast, that graceful, and that agile.
But look at that. He's favoring the left leg, that same left leg that Yuta has been working on, the same left leg that Yuta put through that dragon screw just a few moments ago. If Grimm can't get to his feet, he can't get that title, Brendan.
Oh, but it's all for the championship. They're both pulling out all the stops. They'll be hurt tomorrow. They'll be aching tomorrow. They won't be able to get up properly, but they want to make sure that they can call themselves champion.
Mr. Grimm saying, this is it. I'm putting it away right now. Went for the kick right there. Yuta with the roll-up. 1, 2. No. Once again, Grimm caught him with a knee.
Oh, here it is.
Here it is, Brendan.
Oh, no.
If he hits this, it's all over.
Oh!
Well,
1,
it was a good
2,
match
3.
while it lasted. Unbelievable, Brendan.
We have a new Wrestlers Laboratory champion.
And what an amazing show Catalyst has been. Brendan, thank you for the opportunity, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you. It's an honor and a privilege. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Grimm was the Nucleus Champion for Wrestlers Laboratory. He came in tonight as the Nucleus Champion. He expected to retain and go home as Nucleus Champion. But fortunes changed, destiny called, Mr. Grimm answered, and he's the first ever Wrestlers Laboratory Champion. Not to take anything away from Wheeler Yuta, Wheeler Yuta put his heart and his soul into this match. He tried everything he could to take it away from Grimm, but Grimm was just one step above. What a match. What a match for the main event of Wrestlers Laboratory Catalyst. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Grimm is picking up Yuta. Crowd's chanting body bag. Oh, come on, man, he's defenseless. It was a hard-fought contest. Show some sportsmanship. Well, look at that. Grimm shaking his opponent's hand, giving him a hug, because that's what the championship means. Grimm praising Wheeler Yuta. Grimm praised Wheeler Yuta. And that's what the championship's built on. That's what the Wrestlers Laboratories Championship is built on. Mr. Grimm, your first ever Wrestlers Laboratory Champion, thanking his opponent for such a quality contest. And Grimm holding that Wrestlers Laboratory Championship high as the fans chant Grimm, Grimm, Grimm. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching Wrestlers Laboratory Main Event Catalyst. And if you are only catching this at the end, as a highlight, we are going to be coming back to Ridgefield, New Jersey on July 8th for our very first one solo show.
Ladies and gentlemen,